do we really put our faith in the goodness of others? That if we lose something valuable, they'll turn it into the lost and found instead of keeping it for themselves? I mean, these days people steal packages off of porches with who knows what in it, and many times they end up throwing in the trash. People stealing from cars, from stores. I want to see if there is still faith in humanity, that the right thing will be done, and what better place to look for that than in the lost and found? Now, the lost and found is not a new idea by any means, and some places like Japan do it much better than others. They have a national catalog where people can go and find the stuff that's been turned in. Now, most places it's usually a box by the janitor's office that goes to Goodwill every month. And in this specific case, I wanted to see how the BYU Lost and Found does stuff, and so I decided to take a look. What is your name?
I'm Cameron.
And do you have like an official job title here?
No, just I work at the Lost and Found.
Right on. And how long have you been working here?
2 years over the course of 4 years. So I worked here for a year, and then I went on a mission, and then I came back and I worked here for another year.
Okay. And so you probably got a lot of stories of like weird stuff you've seen come through here then, right?
Weird stuff, like smelly stuff or wet stuff, more so often like when football games happen and it rains, we get a lot of wet clothes that we don't keep just because that would make this place smell really bad.
Right. So that stuff just ends up thrown away. Okay. And do you ever end up with anything, what's the word, obscenely expensive?
The occasional wedding ring.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, is it diamond rings? Is that usually what it is?
Yeah, those don't get lost very often, which is a good thing.
Any Gucci apparel get lost here? I might have lost something last week.
No, I have not had that happen yet.
Okay, so no like $1,000 clothing items yet.
Maybe without my knowing.
All right. And can you walk me through like the process of the lost and found from when it gets lost to here to where it goes after this?
Yeah. So when items are lost anywhere on campus, it's like the custodial crews of those buildings or areas that will pick them up and then bring them to us once or twice a week, and then we go through and we will put a tag with a little sticker on it that says the date when it was lost. Then we sort them by like jackets, t-shirts, backpacks, goggles, like any kind of thing you can imagine. We just put it in a box, and then if that item never gets picked up, then it gets donated to various charities or organizations like that, such as DI or the Boys and Girls Club. Yeah, and if it doesn't get picked up, then obviously it gets returned to its owner.
Okay, yeah. No, I definitely lost something here. I definitely have picked something up. Yeah. How do you trust somebody to know, like, hey, like, this is my item? Like, what happens if there's, like, a bunch of identical items and then it could be theirs? Do you just, like, trust them? Or what is your usual, like,
For the most part, we try to trust them. If they can describe something and it fits their description exactly, then yeah, we'll say that it's their item. And if it's not, then we trust them to bring it back.
Right.
With more expensive items, we ask them to describe it like pretty in detail. Per se, with AirPods, like we can connect them to their phone.
Okay.
Or if it was with a wedding ring and it didn't fit their finger, there's probably a problem there, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, most people tend to be. I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming that most people are honest. I guess that's part of what comes with this job because most items don't come in with a name on them. It'll be a jacket or something like that. They just describe it to us and they'll say, "Oh yes, that's the one." So we have to just trust them with that. We keep stuff for up to 2 months. So just come on back.
All right. Insider look right here. So you got a lot of glasses here.
Yep, glasses.
Sports camp backpacks.
Yeah, because of FSY and the sports camps, we've been getting a lot of those recently.
Laptop chargers. So like people just they're like working on their projects, their homework, and then they just leave their charger behind.
I guess so. That's one of the more common things that people come in
Really?
for. Well, yeah,
okay.
If you lose your charger and your computer dies, you're gonna need it.
We got some car key fobs. So if anybody happens to have a car parked here, you know, maybe you hear are these just keys, house keys kind of stuff over here?
Yep, just car keys or house keys, any kind of keys.
And graphing calculators, just a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Those are expensive right there, and people are just losing them. No one comes looking for those. And then just a lot of winter clothing, headphones.
So yeah, we keep our AirPods and our Bluetooth headphones separate, just
Oh,
because
really?
there's
There's so many
ton to sort
AirPods.
through.
I heard that you just have like massive buckets of AirPods. Is that true? So do you keep like the more expensive stuff locked up
So like these are all the AirPods that we have from
June?
June.
Okay.
Right now. And then these are all the ones from
Oh
May.
my goodness, regular Apple store in here.
Yeah.
And do you keep like wedding rings down here too? Is that what it is?
No, we keep wedding rings in a safe.
Okay.
Up in our boss's office. Same with like the just cash, large amounts of cash. We keep them up there. Just
Really?
Yeah.
How often do you get like large amounts of cash turned into you?
Just plain cash, not very often, but sometimes it'll be in wallets. If it's more than $20, we'll put it in the safe just to not have it down here.
Yeah, no, that makes sense because then people will be like breaking in here. I mean, you already got like the kind of security glass over there, but
This did used to be the post office.
really, okay.
Yeah, so
I don't know if you've ever thought about this. This is a super weird question, but how has working here at the Lost and Found maybe changed your opinion on the current state of, you know, humanity and goodness in general, or for better or for worse?
I think it's really easy oftentimes to just think that most people are bad. That lots of people have bad intentions. But most of the people that I've seen come in here don't seem like they have bad intentions at all. And so it's really easy to trust them, and it's just trying to take that trust and do it with other things too. Like if I can trust somebody to take a jacket from here, then I can trust somebody with something of mine or something like that. So I don't know. I think it's just strengthened the belief that people are good in general. That the number of bad people that there are out there is a lot smaller than we think.
Wow, all right. Well, thank you, sir, for your time and for showing me around.
No problem.
All right.
Do you by chance have chargers?
Chargers for what?
A computer, a Dell laptop?
Yeah. How big is the brick? And then...
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Just thought I'd,
While I was doing the interview, a couple people came in looking for items that the Lost and Found didn't actually have. Even though in the end, the items that we find may not ever reach their proper owner, it's the attempt that people make to try and return these items that makes me think that while the world may be kind of nuts sometimes, it's not actually all bad. Now I'm going to keep looking into Lost and Found stuff. I think I want to make a longer movie or series about it, so please let me know if you have any cool Lost and Found stories or know any places with some out-of-the-box Lost and Found systems. So just leave those suggestions in the description, in the comments, and then maybe leave a like if you want to see more of this.